Hello, everybody. Welcome to the MCPVP podcast. I'm your host, ZincoDrone, and
I had a stroke, duziy.
and today we'll be talking about servers, anti-cheats, and more. So, who are we gonna start out with? What are we gonna start out with? We got topics galore.
Okay. You bitch.
Go fish.
Oh,
I
this
guess.
is a great start. This is a great start.
I mean, okay.
Okay. Threazy, is he fucking dead still, or is he still here? Because if
probably,
not, he's dead.
he's
Okay.
probably he's gonna join.
Okay.
Maybe the first person.
Yeah,
I think I should be the first person.
well, let's just get it going first, like the fucking with like Minecraft clients and stuff. So,
Shadowz, what is your opinion on Minecraft clients?
Describe Minecraft clients. There could be multiple.
Like
Okay.
Client,
Okay, I was about to pull up
Feather
the cheat.
client, possible MMC client,
which will never come out.
Okay,
Cheat
Lunar client
breaker.
on top. I use nothing else.
Damn.
Pretty much every other client sucks.
Okay.
Deal.
No. Okay. So, I actually do gotta. Well, this is more of a topic. So when I said this on the last one too, but like with ranked having like say for like clients like Lunar client, you know, when they have like their anti cheats
Yeah.
or client side anti cheat.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think you have to have it on to be able to queue on ranked, right? That was actually like I said it before too. Like it was a good idea, but obviously you could still bypass it. That fucking client side anti cheat. But I feel like a server could do the same thing again and have it. Well, obviously because it was optional, right? For the Lunar kind of cheat, which was a really good idea. Because like you still, plus I think the anti-cheat did fuck with your FPS a little bit, but like still, it wasn't that bad.
It
right?
fucked with FPS.
If somebody
just the packet, the packet,
bro,
because it was like rooted into the fucking client. So like when you launch it, it was literally there.
Bro, whenever you launched it, whenever I first launched it without like the fucking anti-cheat, I got over 1,000 frames. Before I rolled to get like 60. I don't care. The fucking anti-cheat was fucking shit. It destroyed fucking performance at the most possible rate.
You know,
but yeah.
Oh, sorry. So no, you can go.
All right. My biggest problem with the anti-cheat is that they didn't have like a server anti-cheat. They just relied so much on like the fucking regular anti-cheat. So whenever they decided, oh wait, we're going to have a server anti-cheat and not have the client anti-cheat, they fucking didn't even have a good anti-cheat. They never decided to fucking update their main server anti-cheat. So just in case anybody bypassed the client side anti-cheat, which they always thought, oh, it could never bypass. You know, it just ended up causing fucking so many problems, and that's why fucking Lunar's anti-cheat shit now, because they never put any time into developing their server anti-cheat. So technically, it could have acted like a layers of anti-cheats. So like you'd have the client anti-cheat and then the server anti-cheat running in the back, running on the server, and so it would basically make it so it's impossible to cheat on the server. So
yeah,
they
gave up on it.
They fucking gave up on it though. And also another problem. They never
the only reason why they did that was because like fucking Cheat Breaker had that shit. So like we're gonna try it.
They never decided to have the anti-cheat work on all servers at all times. That's the most stupid part of it. If you're going to have a client-side anti-cheat, you're going to have it fucking working on every single fucking server. You can't just say, oh, just because they're not partnered with us. No, fucking just put the anti-cheat on every single server, and then suddenly people will get banned from the Lunar client for like being on the server. And some servers it would not be enabled, and some servers it would be enabled. And the same thing for Badline. The same thing for Badline client. It did the same thing. So.
Oh yeah. Well yeah. And even Badline client's anti-cheat was like really shit, but apparently it got a lot better with like the newer updates of it. But I still don't know about that.
Badline, on another thing, Badline steals fucking mods. They do no development. We're about to get sued from ESL for mentioning this, but they steal every single fucking mod they create. Like it's no contest. They have every single mod basically is just stolen. So fuck that.
What else? What about Feather Client when it actually comes out?
Ooh,
they never even said when it was gonna come out. They've
Bro,
never given us a date.
I think it was Goonie, like Goonie PvP, or I can't remember what the fuck he's called. That like decided to do his own like video of it. Like I guess they wanted him to do the video. I don't see why. It's just Lunar Client. In my opinion, it's just Lunar Client with a different coat of paint, like different coat of paint.
But I genuinely feel like that it has way more potential than let's say even Lunar Client and Bandline obviously and
Well,
whatever other clients.
they said that
Because
before with every
yeah,
other client.
but with the one thing that makes them a little bit more unique is that they actually allow you to put in like your own mods, or not technically your own mods. I think there has to be verified mods, but you can
Well,
you have the addition to add them. It's
well,
supposed to be more. I think it was meant to be more friendly to people that don't really want to fuck with mods and shit.
well, that's actually a pretty good idea. But you could just turn off all the mods on Lunar Client, and you'd go in with a modless experience with the FPS boost only. Like, there's so many things with clients nowadays. Is that now instead of everybody making a Minecraft server, everybody's making a Minecraft fucking client. There's like no point.
Okay, CPsGod, what's your opinion on anti-cheats?
Any cheats like.
How do you think? You think they're good or not? What are your plans?
Okay. Some of them are just horrible. You get like fucking Varus, like my god, people have disablers for that shit. Like my god.
Moon client.
I kind of like Varus.
Or like all these like random fucking like some of these like what are they fucking like Spanish servers that just use like fucking Varus cracks?
Yeah, let's
like,
get
really.
Okay, let's just
Hey, even have the paid one.
Okay.
What's your opinion on Mindman's anti-cheat?
I've seen a lot of videos of people bypassing the anti-cheat.
Yeah,
Okay.
but most of those videos are like 3 months ago. What do you think about like the updated versions passing those?
There was no.
Bro, I'm still bypassing it right now.
Yeah, I know.
You're
literally
actually.
I know 3.3 reach bypasses. We all know 3.3 reach bypasses, but still.
Yeah, well, it's.
How about Lunar's anti-cheat? What do you think of those?
Dog water, bro.
Fall press.
Get everything.
Bro, like any cheat developers, I feel like server developers, I think it was like what Duziy said about it, is that if you skid code from other like servers, like even like in their anti-cheats, you're gonna get fucking disappeared.
I'm pretty sure only CpsGod and Duziy know about the anti-cheat. What do y'all think about Chronos anti-cheat?
Oh no.
That is, but it's horrible. Oh, that? Yeah.
Oh no.
Chronos, beverage owner.
How about Buzz?
Buzz? Oh yeah, Buzz is living the dream over there with
don't care about their people that pay for it. Like they refuse to fix fucking issues with it.
I think okay, wait, I'm remembering this one thing. I think Tenebrous was quoting like how like Hypixel's anti-cheat is just dog water, and then he used like this some paid anti-cheat that's like not good either. And he's like,
it was Varus, but
Varus
Varus at that point was good, but it's not really meant for like really big fucking servers. That shit was really meant for like practice servers and stuff like that. But or more like more because of how big the server is, it really made sense.
They're easy. They're easy.
Threazy, he's back, bro.
You ready for the best podcast ever?
OTP's here. What's good?
OTP's here.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So Threazy, what's your opinion on those anti-cheats?
My opinion on the anti-cheat. I mean, Buzz is decent, but like you guys said, they don't care about their customers.
Yeah, they don't care about their customers.
How about Hypixel's anti-cheat?
Hypixel anti-cheat moment.
Nova line. Rise. My bad.
If you're looking for the best, like, viable anti-cheat, you would have to go with Buzz.
Intin.store.
Yeah, but but for fucking monthly subscriptions and having all them issues, it doesn't pay.
Yeah.
What about okay?
I mean, there's also other anti-cheats. Like,
what about okay? What was it? What server was it? I think it was MineHQ that had the Doge fucking anti-cheat.
no, they had Guardian.
Oh, they had Guardian,
which is
horrible.
How about Karhu? What do y'all think about Karhu?
Karhu is horrible, bro.
Karhu is horrible.
Okay, I
Actually,
remember
like the PvP schools anti-cheat.
The fucker false flag with fucking like speed kit on fucking kits, bro.
Listen.
I remember. Yeah.
Basically, there's a server with Karhu, right? I went on to
PvP
Liquid
school?
Bounce. I
PvP
flew
school?
on there for about an hour and never got banned. And I'm still not banned right now, too. You can literally just use Liquid Bounce and bypass it. It's just so bad.
It's
Okay, okay,
terrible.
okay. I remember.
I
Okay, what
mean-
server was it that had the Doge anti-cheat?
I mean, realistically, the best anti-cheat in the
remember.
game is Meow, but that'll
Meow anti-cheat?
it'll never be released.
It'll never be
Was this
either
on private
shit.
anti-cheat or what?
It'll never be released.
Mm.
Oh, but it's
Oh.
really good.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, so it's
They're not going to release an anti-cheat that's really good. That makes 0 sense.
yeah. They're gonna
Before
keep it
thinking about
private.
it.
For it to be like viable, but
Yeah, make it 10 grand, and then only certain
Yeah.
servers can own it.
I don't know.
I feel like the biggest problem with anti-cheats is that to make an anti-cheat, it's like you're never gonna be able to defeat the fucking cheaters. They're always
How
gonna
about
find
Cave?
bypassers.
How about CAVEPVP?
Well, actually, there is ways to defeat it.
What do y'all think about
That's not
CAVEPVP?
like a-
Fuck CavePVP. I still have fucking beef with them.
like a
Fuck
client-side
CavePVP.
anti-cheat. But that'll never be done again.
We have CpsGod here, the staff
Bro.
on Cave, bro.
What do we think about Cave?
I still have beef with CavePVP. Like honestly, okay, I actually have like history. One of my friends, I was when I was a server administrator for their fucking server, they tried to apply for media, even though they fit every fucking requirement. They still fucking denied them because for some stupid reason I still can't remember. But I actually made.
How
a
can you
video about
fail
it.
a media application? That's my question.
I don't know. How do you fail a media application?
That sounds hard.
It's like KPVP is too. It's like it's KPVP's media application. That's bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know how because this guy, he had like 500 fucking subscribers.
Oh, I got something.
He had 500
something to say.
subscribers and like over a few thousand views on a few videos in Minecraft. So I don't know how the fuck he
Alright.
lot didn't get media.
I have 3 media applications I have not checked yet. Wait a
Getting
second.
staff on
Wait.
Mineman, bro.
What's the current topic?
Imagine, bro. Imagine getting staff.
Imagine, bro.
No, listen, bro. Getting staff on Mineman's like a nightmare, bro.
Dude, I've said this before. You either have to suck a manager's toes off, or you have to pay him a bunch of money.
Or you just gonna go ahead and give them keys on HCF, just like how Drana did, and get staff through there.
Yeah, that's basically just giving him money.
Yeah, exactly.
What's
They were playing Koth, and then like he gave or the fucking Koth to like fucking Happus, and then Trainer got staff.
How many
Yeah.
how many cloth keys did he
Bro.
or like how many keys do you have to give?
I think he gave like 1 or 2.
That's it.
I think so.
Damn.
Wow.
That's low hanging fruit. That could easily be done by anybody.
Alright, so what's the topic?
But
Yeah.
staff on my club don't really give a fuck. So
Nah,
Yeah, they don't care about the server. Like if you get head off, they don't give 2 craps about you.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
kick you from the TS.
yeah, exactly.
And all they do is just act like Discord moderator and call e-girls kittens. That's literally what they are.
You're not wrong.
Bruh.
I'm gonna tell you one other thing. Happus, you know who Happus is, right? Okay, so Happus is a grown adult, right? His GF is not an adult. I'm pretty sure she's like 15 or 16. Happus is like 19 or something.
Bro, I do not.
And like you can tell just by her voice, she's not above the age of 17.
Her? It's a her?
Yeah. You know Agni?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's Happus's GF, and she is not. And I repeat, she is not above the age of 17.
I don't know. Okay, so my thing with trying to figure out how old someone is based on their voice. With women, I don't think you can really tell it because their voice deepens a little bit, but they don't deepen like a heavy amount.
She sounds like a 10-year-old, dude. That's what she sounds like.
Shit, she might be just doing that voice because she's been sucking the toes of some manager. She has
Yeah.
the lolly voice, the lolly fucking voice.
Happus.
She likes doing the lolly voice. That's a bit. That's it.
I'm kind of scared of you guys saying that because at any moment, like Happus could just hit you off, like right now.
Yeah, you can
Shit.
Yeah, he
Shit, for real.
could.
MMC staff team is just
I think she should
Dude,
stop talking.
MSC staff team just
Well, this
They-
isn't
they
this
just-
isn't streamed. This isn't streamed. This is
Oh,
recorded.
but you're gonna post this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, another funny thing is, what was it? On one of my ults a few months ago, when MMC's first next season release, like it was the season before this one,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
I had a random auto clicker on my desktop, right?
Yeah.
I started ACing for about 6 hours, no ban whatsoever, and I was clicking like 23 CPS or something.
How?
Don't know. It just sucks. Anti-cheat's like worse
I don't
than
think he's been
Lunar.
updating it, like,
The-
because this shit used to be fucking bomb, but now it's just horrible.
The only person I know that I know for sure can click 20 is Advisor because he butterfly clicks like his balls off. But other than that, no one else I know can click 20. Like some people were able to click 18 or like 16 with fucking
click 20?
butterflying. What?
I just can't do it. Like I can click 20.
It's
I
like
just
the
can't click it.
consistent 20 though.
Yeah, consistent
It
20.
doesn't make sense.
Like he
I
clicks.
could probably do that if I had my G Pro wired still. Because I have the G Pro Superline. I get like 18 CPS on it.
It's just really confusing to me. I don't understand how the fuck. I just don't understand how the fuck can you click 20 consistently. That's like the only person I know could do that.
I could have sworn most what I think Lunar, even their shitty ass HD kicks you if you click 20 CPS consistently.
But Advisor like has like media rules, so he's
Oh, yeah,
able
no,
to
no,
like.
no.
Also,
Listen.
there's another thing right there. There's another
Yeah.
thing.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Lunar, you know Lunar.
Mhm.
Basically, like their whole, if you have media on Lunar, they let you auto click. Like the Advisor said that on his stream before in season 5 Lunar. Because he has media, he can auto click if he wants to, bro. He's clicking 500 CPS, no ban.
For real? Aw, fuck that.
Yeah, so and not only that, they let like people boost and cheat on there. Same thing with MMC.
Media,
like-
media
Yeah,
It's
just
just
privilege.
literally like if you're fucking high and mighty, your ass can do whatever the fuck you want to.
So and Walkaliwo both have AGC bypasses, and they just like they're not getting banned.
They're probably literally just to make their fucking videos look better, make the server look better.
It's
Yeah,
media,
exactly.
media privilege.
Even though the
That's
server
all it
itself is
is.
pretty ass, in my opinion.
Their new beta
At least right now, it's pretty poo poo.
It's actually dumb.
Honestly,
I'll tell you another
just
funny
gave
thing.
up.
What is it, Lunar, right?
yeah, Lunar.
They just let people. They also like do the same thing as MC. They let like other people. Hold on, I'll just explain it right now. I'll go to Lunar's, leaderboards real quick. Practice. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Once this loads, I'll tell you exactly who is in top 10 cheating. Who's top 10 people cheating?
I want to see
Alright,
this.
So you have Mr. Actually I can't even screen share it. So
Wait, is it MMC or Lunar?
no, I'm talking about Lunar right now.
Wait.
Okay, so you have Nakosa, aka Nakaku, where you're cheating. You have the Roar. You have the Proved. You have OEU. You have, I mean, I guess you could say Panera, but I wouldn't really consider. Same with Vagard. Job Sensei is also cheating. What's his name? Tyler's cheating. What's his name? There's I Don't Want to Die, Ty 3315, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like those are the top 20 people cheating.
What about? Okay, wait. What about? Okay, Modifier is on debuff.
First legit.
Oh, he's legit.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, it's just confusing to me. Like, how the fuck do they allow so many cheaters? Is it just because they're really popular or something? It is. It
No,
literally.
it's because it's just mostly
to get them views
connections.
and get the server more people on it.
No, it's just connections to get more people on it. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
if you're best friends with a staff member, they'll just let you cheat.
I guarantee you there's a specific fucking cheat that's going around their fucking media team just for the fucking linemen. Their
And-
staff are so incompetent on Lunar too, so I just got to add that.
oh yeah.
What is it? What is it? I
Because my ass
literally
got
had.
banned for like no reason, but you see all these other retards sitting on there cheating their balls off, and then I'm the one that's getting banned after playing on for how many months, butterfly clicking my piss off? Yeah, okay, fuck you.
You guys do know Lunar is developing a new anti-cheat, right?
They are.
A
Docs.
better one?
They have a new beta season as well.
They should really like. Okay, how do you make checks to not have people butterflying? Like, if someone says they're butterflying, and if you SS on them and they are actually butterflying, can you just not ban them? Like, come on, guys. Just have like a.
What really peeved me off is that they fucking perm banned me out of everything. They didn't even temporary ban me. They didn't even give me like no warning or nothing. They just like perm banned by some retarded staff.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, I understand drag clicking. It should be like not allowed
Okay,
because
that's a little
you can.
much, yeah, but
Well, that click you can click like a fucking 100 CPS with drag clicking,
and I
but
feel
it
like that you would fucking
yeah
ban you then, but you know.
it would go
Who's
off the
there
fucking
for that?
wazoo.
Me
But
and Dude were 1v1 each, got banned instantly. Nothing
I got
happened.
banned for no fucking reason.
It was just flying. That man just got.
their asses off. And I was butterfly clicking the same CPS consistently the fucking day before, and I didn't get banned. And the day before that, and the day before that.
Not like abusing their parents or whatever. Not like staff
No,
letting
no,
them
no.
cheat and stuff.
Mhm.
Like, okay, I already know there's a KPP staff member in here, but what is it? I was playing Cave today, right? I was playing with Cave with a few of my friends. There's this
mhm.
whole faction, right? There's this guy named Pot Addict. We kill this faction. What this guy does, he hits off my friend Tristan Z Pix, and he also hits off my friend what's his name, Jaden, and we like they just don't do anything. Like I'm pretty sure they have the evidence too. The staff on there suck.
Honestly, just I think
They
that's
don't care if you're they don't care if you get DDoSed or anything. They just kick you from. They just don't care.
see. My thing is, I think that's a skill issue because if you can't afford gigabyte internet, then you shouldn't be playing Minecraft.
Not even their
HCF.
internet, dude. It's just the fact that they're getting head off by some stupid random.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying if you
I
get
mean-
hit off, that means you have just shit internet. You just get fucking better internet because
Zinco,
I
you have
bet
to
you that.
realize DDoSing is a crime.
Well, yeah, it
Criminal-
is. It
criminal
is.
against that.
It is, but like I don't expect like every single staff member on every single server to have this a booter that can boot off someone with over 100 fucking megabytes up, 20 down, or no, 20 up, 100 megabytes down.
What is it? My plan for my internet provider is like 2.5 gigabits to upload and like it's like 2.225 upload.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'll just grab the screenshot. This is the plan I went with,
I had
and like I barely go offline, dude.
I've actually been like they attempted to hit me offline. I think it was like a guy with like I think it was a guy with shitty booter. And he was a staff member, of course, because I killed him. Well, technically I was vaping on him and he got pissed off, so he tried to boot me offline. And what happened is that he just couldn't boot me offline because I have 100 gigabytes. I don't like from my experience, I don't think any staff member has like a fucking $500 booter to use. That they pay like extreme amounts of money to use it. So that's my opinion.
How do people just get your IPs though?
They need to obfuscate IPs. Like every server should be forced to. Like it should be in the EULA to obfuscate IPs.
No, they hash IPs. They don't obfuscate it.
Okay, well hash. Well, they should make it so like they could somehow like not be able to access by the server owner. So whenever like any other server.
I mean, I know this is a terrible server to bring up, but PvP bar, we never had a database leak because of the fact that not even the owner check IPs or look through the database. There was basically zero chance or zero way to check IPs. Nobody could check them.
So that's why you never had a developer?
No, we never had a database leak.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You could do that with no developers. So that's I mean, it's so easy to implement to just never be able to check IPs. But if you don't, if you have that, if you have the ability to obfuscate IP or like not make IPs visible, you should. They should not be visible to anybody. I feel like that should be like a moral ground, like a moral standpoint for anybody. I think
it's just good security in general.
Yeah, that's why
you're actually showing that you care about your fucking people that play in the goddamn server, you know?
I think we should talk about failed servers.
Oh, failed servers, yes. Number one.
There's a long list.
There's a long list.
Okay, so failed servers, at least, okay, what is accounts for a failed server? Does it have to die in like a few years, or die a few months?
No, like they just fucking sell, even though like or like they run out of money.
Okay, so Haunt Network,
yeah,
HC Rise of the First, RIP Network,
Access players.
What else? What else? Another server. I think HC Rise failed at first, and then it came back.
Bar 2, you can put that in there.
Kohi even failed. I mean, they just had
Arcane when they tried to come back, Velt flopped when they
Cody didn't
released
fail.
Faithful
again.
fucking flopped. There's so many servers. And
Okay.
I just hate the part where
Arcane
people
2022. Arcane 2020
Zelix when they
flopped.
tried to come back and then they closed.
Dude,
I feel like Kohi in general, because when it comes to Kohi, people were just making like they hated it, and that's what made people just stop developing Kohi because people kept hating on it. And
that was also a reason. The other reason was because the amount of cheaters and just overall toxicity.
yeah,
between-
it's Badlion server was a good server. Like it had like actual rankings. Like you've never seen like rankings like when it comes to like ranked PvP on the server.
They actually fucking cared too.
They actually
You
cared.
could OTP, you remember that screenshot?
What screenshot?
The divisions for rank.
They actually cared until they were bought out by ESL.
Oh,
They shouldn't have
division.
fucking bought out. Their ass would have still been here to this day, and it would have been good.
Yeah.
Probably. Like at that point, don't even have fucking rank. Just have just have a normal queue, right? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then have like literally like a ranking system, like a leveling system. It's like this, right? Like how Elo is, but like not actual Elo.
Or you could just have practice in general, because not everybody's gonna play ranked, and not everybody's gonna play ranked. So there's really no reason to play ranked. So why don't just have it all just come together into one thing known as like just practice, and you just have a ranking system for that based on wins and shit.
But then again, that also would not be technically that good, because if you don't really have a lot of people on your server, then it wouldn't really be good, because then you're gonna have people like way the fuck above you, and you're not gonna be getting queues. So
yeah, but it's not that you can't do that. It's not that you can't just have queues. What you can have is like a win-loss ratio. So
or just have that instead.
If there was like, you can have a different division based on how many wins you have, but your win-loss ratio is actually how good you are. And it wouldn't be that people would have to queue certain people. No, it would not have that. You would have people that are queuing that are really good versus really bad, or you have really good versus really good, or really bad versus really bad. It would just be random. It wouldn't be like no deciding factor on how you would queue. And I feel like that would lead to people getting better easier, because they wouldn't be fighting people because whenever you're ranked, you'll sometimes fight people that are really good versus what you are, because the elo system because it actually it widens.
Plus, then it gives them an incentive to actually try a little bit harder, so then you will be getting a little better.
It doesn't really I feel like a ranking system, just a regular ranking system, could make people try as hard as someone trying to up a number. It's still upping a number. It's also showing,
yeah.
People could what was it? I always thought recruiting clans, there would be a clan plugin for PvP. So you would also have
I think some server tried to add a clans feature for practice. You know?
I would really like that. That would be really fun.
That would be a good idea, but it just doesn't really fit the idea of practice, because it doesn't really make sense. But maybe clan fights and stuff like that.
Yeah, I honestly,
that's the only thing it would be good for. But that's what parties are for, though. So
yeah, it's just PvP in general. Just seems like they need someone to they need a server out there to just mix it up, just completely remake a new type of version of practice.
Also, keep this in mind: people don't really like change in this fucking community, and that's the one thing that kind of pissed me off too. Because there's been servers that have probably had really good ideas, but they never actually took off to the ground because they just ran out of money.
That's why you just have to add people in. You just have to recruit people and shit. If you're going to
but then people are gonna get bored of it, and then they're gonna see that they're not making money, and then it's not gonna be no point of staying with it. It's just a waste of time.
It's you're gonna have to do hundreds of $1,000s in investment. It's really what if you want.
You need a lot of money if you actually want to make a server.
Yeah, you can't just make a server out
or
of
have
nowhere.
Somebody that has a shit ton of money.
Yeah,
having more than one investor.
One of my I think was all these other servers that are popping up. they never get off the ground because they don't have any
They don't have the
investing.
money to
They don't-
support it,
Yeah, it's
and
really,
they don't have developers to actually like keep going, and they can't really pay them anyway. So it's like there's no point of having a developer at that point, right?
Okay, so what about minigame PvPers? Like people that go on those big servers. You know how Hypixel had
Mhm.
actual competition before it was Mineplex?
Yeah, I don't know why Mineplex flops because it's still decent.
No, it's like got 9. It hardly gets like 500 players now.
Yeah, but then I could also remember that it's just filled with fucking cheaters anyway now, like even more than
Yeah.
Hypixel. So there really isn't a point, like, cause fucking Gwen sucks mad balls. Like, they're actually horrible.
Yeah, it's
Because
really
they never
just
really
stupid.
updated their anti-cheat. They just once they saw their server going downhill, they just gave up because there's no point of paying developers to keep it going at that point, right?
Yeah, even though they could have innovated and they could have made it better.
They could have done something.
They could have done something to make it better.
Oh, also, fucking Hive, like not being on Java anymore. That really, I mean, the reason is the reason. There's no point of spending more money on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was kind of a waste of money if you weren't getting a lot of people and you weren't getting money out of it, really. Because having a Java server is more money than a Bedrock server.
I feel like Bedrock servers are more lucrative though, because I think they get paid by Microsoft to host the servers, so that's why they get. And I mean, you don't just have people on a computer. You have people on console. You have people on mobile. You have people fucking on computers themselves. There's so many people, so many things that do have it. Okay, Drizlley, do you have any opinions on like the fucking Bedrock versus Java PvP thing? Like, how people think?
Honestly, I feel like people, if they've already spent the money on, like, say, an Xbox, a tablet, PS4, blah, 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 they aren't going to want to switch over to Java, which is better, but they're not going to want to because they've already known what that's doing.
Mm-hmm.
The
And they
learning
don't know
curve
how.
is bigger.
Yeah,
when it
it's
comes to Java's PvP.
that's what
Plus,
happened to
there's
me.
two separate sides
it
to
is
it
a
too.
it is a very big learning curve.
I feel like
And-
both versions are learning curves, honestly, because
Yeah, and Mineplex kind of isn't really a Java server anymore. It's kind of more of a
They really,
Bedrock server.
yeah, it's more for the Bedrock now. They still
I
keep their
I
Java
kinda
servers up
feel
for no
like-
reason.
Yeah, honestly.
He-
And it's not even doing
wait,
much.
what duziy?
Invite to speak, bitch. You
Yeah.
better join.
Join. Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bro, I woke up like fucking 5 minutes ago.
What the?
Hey, we're not even done recording yet. We've only just started.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
Your ass was out.
Fucking that ass. I was like in my bed at 1 talking to my girlfriend next thing I know.
It's fucking hilarious.
Alright, so like, okay, Arceus, do you have any opinions on like the whole
That is literally the worst pronunciation of my name you could ever say.
Deal with it.
Yes.
Okay, how do you want your
Fucking-
name pronounced?
Bruh.
Aceous. Just call me
Aceous?
Aceous.
Aceous? Okay.
Aceous.
Aceous. Okay, Aceous. Okay, what's your opinion on these big Minecraft servers that are, you know, somewhat PvP related, like fucking like Mineplex and Hypixel, I guess the Hive and shit? Like, what's your opinion on that?
Well, back.
Here's the thing.
Oh, the Hive's anti is horrible too. Ooh.
Yeah,
Every
horrible.
single server that's like really big has a shit anti-cheat, and they make me want to slam my dick into a blender.
Yeah,
Not wrong.
and stream racial slurs at 3 a.m.
But like, okay, you remember, like, okay, so Mineplex had like an anti-cheat. They never really had an anti-cheat, and like
No.
they had
Is it like an NCP?
yeah, they had
thing?
no cheat plus for a while, and then they decided to
Fucking, that's what Hypixel's still using. They're using a
Yeah.
like Watch Dogs
It's a
is literally
custom coded
It's
NCP.
disgusting.
yeah, custom coded NCP. So
What's
wait,
disgusting?
Mineplex did the same thing, but somehow did it shittier. They had
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
oh wait, but I don't think they had NCP. They had AAC.
Yeah.
yeah.
They had a fucking, I think it was called like anti fucking what is
It's advanced cheat plus.
advanced cheat
Well,
plus.
Advanced anti-cheat.
So they basically took a shittier version of NCP and then made that their anti cheat.
Yeah, just saying, bro. Hypixel pays their devs like $100,000 a year. So
Jesus Christ.
Like the anti-cheat isn't fucking bad. It's just my
Oh,
god.
no,
so many-
that's not just a regular developer, by the way. That's their anti-cheat dev.
yeah, that's just their anti-cheat.
You remember they like
Yeah.
Mineplex when they were like introducing their anti-cheat, they had
Mhm.
like these like guardians flying around and they're
Yeah,
like
that thing.
it was like why? What was the point of that? Did it like do anything? Was it just to show like, oh yeah, we're working on an anti-cheat?
It's a kill or a
know.
check.
Oh, kill or a check?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they were just
Alright.
testing it everywhere.
Mm,
The
Yeah.
Guardians. So why were the Guardians just flying around everywhere?
that
Like,
makes more sense.
But
now.
remember, Watchdog has an NPC for everybody too.
well, yeah, but what the fuck is up with Gwen? Like, it's so stupid. It's like,
So it's it's most likely a check for worst, because I see that worst doesn't have really an anti-bot for
mhm.
Mineplex, and it still bypasses. So if anybody activates like a fucking kill or a check on you, and you see a bot flying around your head, it's most likely a worst check, as most clients, like modern clients, have an anti-bot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I remember cheating Bentley back in the day, and I stupidly didn't. I was so new to it. I didn't turn on my anti-bot, and I got banned immediately. I was like, how the
Oh,
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was cheating today. It was kind of funny.
I feel like every Java player has cheated once at least. Like,
Yeah.
if they say they haven't, you're fucking lying.
So,
Yeah.
Zinco, remember last night when I was cheating on Mineman?
Yeah.
And I got the warning, right? It took
Yeah.
less than 5 minutes. Yeah, I did it again today because I don't really care about the server. Yeah, I was playing for like 2 hours.
So they warned you
I'm
after.
still fine.
So they
I'm still
They
fine.
warned you, but then they don't. Yeah.
They don't
I'm
do
still
shit.
fine. I'm
Thing
still
is,
fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
what clicker are you even
AGC
using?
Huh?
What clicker are you using?
It's just the free
OP
fucking
auto
auto
clicker.
clicker that see.
Oh no! How
No,
the
no,
fuck
no,
does
no,
that
no, no.
bypass? Ain't no way.
No,
Ain't
how
no
many
way.
how many milliseconds?
0.
Okay.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. How the fuck? What
I
the
just
fuck is up with
disabled.
MC?
I think they fucking disabled their auto clicker shit.
Well, it
They
would make
wouldn't disable
sense.
auto clicker A. That's
I
that
bet
would
you.
be an auto
I
clicker A
bet you if
check.
I went
100%.
in, I bet you $10 if I went in there now with it for like 10 minutes, I'd probably get banned.
Okay, how the fuck did we go from like, oh hey, what, like, oh boy, PvP servers to instantly fucking cheating on them, like, bro?
I don't know.
It's
Zinco
how
brought it up.
a conversation
brought it up.
develops. It's how a conversation develops.
Uh,
But like, okay, if you're able to use OP autoclicker on fucking Myman, I don't think anybody should be playing on that server for like if you're able to play on that server for like 2 hours plus playing on the server with OP
PvP
autoclicker.
Trump on top. PvP.
No, bro. Okay, hold up. So, thing is, I used to, I manage anti-cheats, and most likely the reason I work on servers, my main thing is fucking cheat detection.
Mm-hmm.
The vast number of anti-cheats I see, like the custom or there's no good anti-cheat out right now.
No.
yeah,
There's none.
definitely not.
Like, the best thing you could probably do is get a custom one from someone that's really good at it, like fucking
What's it called?
Rowan or
Wellen?
Rowan.
No.
Rowan is a
Oh,
terrible.
Rowan.
no, like, thing is the vast number of anti-cheats he's made are actually decent.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
you gotta consider that next to like public anti-cheats, the other private anti-cheats that are being made. Viper and
Shit show.
Yep.
but like you gotta consider the number of anti-cheats that have been made, and then like look at Rowan's.
I mean, okay, well, obviously, there's a whole fucking community that's just separate just to find bypasses against any anti-cheat, so I mean,
Yeah,
literally just to suck off dick just to bypass it.
Yeah, quite literally.
yeah, like
Or sucking some
fucking
managers' toes. To get
Exactly.
Rise client.
Rise client.
Joyous.
Oh, what?
Dortware.
Okay, wait, okay. So there's another thing I was gonna say.
Oh.
So Lunar Client actually for some time because of their FPS booster, it became a cheat. It became like actually cheating if you fucking used Lunar Client. Because they had some like
yeah, I
checks.
remember that.
They have some
I
checks that
remember
they didn't have they had two little checks. So what would happen? I think they actually were able to reach with the fucking with
What is it?
Lunar. So it was
Oh, wait a
disabled.
minute.
It was
Is it
enabled by
this-
default.
Wait. Because I think I got fucking banned on. I think it was Myman. I can't remember.
Mhm.
Like so it was on 1.8.9. There was like the fucking weird ass bug, like where the CPS was literally just fucking disabled.
What?
No CPS cap.
Holy
So
shit.
and I think because I was on 1.8, like Angie thought that I was just fucking cheating my dick off.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
So then I got banned. I'm like, I'm
Okay.
not surprised.
It should automatically. I would say like okay, if you click like
More than
above
25.
above 25, it should like
25.
automatically say, "Hey, you're cheating. We know you're cheating."
Or
There
they
ain't no
should at least
way.
send
No,
it to like staff.
But remember, there's
They
this
should
thing.
immediately send to staff then.
Well, yeah, that's just
And then they
alerts
look at
people,
it.
But like, and yeah, but like,
My thing on it is they probably just fucked some up within the code. It was most likely an accident, as like they had like a straight up fucking what did they use? Shit.
Their shit just out of season.
threazy.
threazy.
my man's
Crazy.
typing away.
Threazy is literally typing the document right now. He's gonna say MCPVP podcast exposed.
Motherfuckers exposing us right now. Yo, threazy.
Honestly, Minecraft should just have easy anti-cheat, not gonna lie.
Fuck.
Easy anti-cheat.
Anti-cheat, Jesus.
That's a great joke.
A fucking client.
That's a funny joke.
A faction server I used to. AAL. That was what they called it.
Oh,
AAL.
retarded.
AAL. Oh, okay.
Clear the no mic channel.
Or have Battle Eye.
No.
Battle Eye or Easy Anti-Cheat or any of
You know,
fucking
Battle Eye
anti-cheat.
actually banned my fucking optimizer that I like recoded from phone. They
Wait, for real?
Seriously?
Yeah, I got banned from Siege for using the fucking optimizer. I had to send them like fucking like proof that it was actually that.
That's
Bruh.
hilarious.
Or they just
Apparently,
like honestly, if at all possible, Steam should like partner with Minecraft to fucking make VAC be able to be on there.
oh fucking Christ.
That would be actually like a good idea, but at the same time, how the fuck would that accomplish that? Watch like Microsoft buy out Steam.
They actually tried, I think.
Yeah, like watch them actually successfully try, and then like, oh, Steam is now owned by Microsoft. They can add back into the fucking Minecraft.
So back in, Tachi. Yeah, listen, that'd be even more shit than Watchdog.
Yo,
Alright, there we go.
Sammy.
Senpai.
Yo, Senpai.
Yes,
Bye.
sir. Hello.
What up, bitch boy? No, I'm kidding.
Supper.
Oh my god, fucking like the first words I hear, bitch boy.
There,
Okay,
there we
you
go.
want me to
get heated and fuck your ass?
Wow, man.
More shit we're gonna have to cut out.
Okay, but like, okay, how many?
but-
Okay. I know, like, okay, I've watched some of your videos. You
Ooh,
cheat
good.
so blatantly on so many, like, popular practice servers.
You-
Why?
You
Why-
betcha.
Why? Why do you do so?
Why? Okay, well,
Why?
here's the thing. Right, so people seem to always make a point of how, oh yeah, the new community, the KB might be, well, that's only because, you have to think about it. Anti-cheats also got better. No, they did not fucking get better. Sure, the code might have gotten more advanced, but clients got way more advanced. The anti-cheat competition is not where you just look at anti-cheats. You look at anti-cheats versus clients, and so far, anti-cheats are losing. If you go back then, whatever, right,
Mhm.
fucking people, cheats were meh, but anti-cheats relative to cheats were winning the fight. Most cheaters were like blatantly known as cheaters. You got Dreamer 420 and all that shit.
Mhm.
But then you look at now, and it's like the amount of fucking people like closeting, and then anti-cheats can't pick up shit. Sure, there's all these new techniques and whatnot, but who cares? The new techniques are useless relative to the amount of cheats that are out. So I decided to make a point out of it. And I can code outside of Minecraft, but I figured Minecraft cheating can't be that fucking difficult. So I made a client that I'm not selling, by the way. I've gotten offered many
Give me
times.
the client.
So-
Give me the client. I
Give me the
want the
client.
client. I want the client.
Fucking hell.
No.
No, but like, But like,
Oh,
so I decided to
Brian's
prove a
back.
point out of it, and then I decided, okay, this works on Mima Club, this also works on Lunar, this also works on PvP Land, and I just went on and on and on, and eventually I got into it. So yeah, I'm not a cheater. I discourage cheating. I did this actually to prove that cheating is way easier than it should be. If you have the right
Tools.
toolkit, I guess. Yeah,
It also
exactly.
pulls views.
But do you feel like
That's
this
it.
is not really gonna actually gonna show them? Is it gonna really just they're gonna ignore it? They're most likely gonna ignore it, or like.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, well, yeah, they're gonna ignore it, but eventually, because I'm not the only good sheet dev. There's gonna be other people that'll figure out what I did, and it's not gonna be good.
So okay, if you
No.
really wanted to
Yeah.
cause some mayhem, you could release it and then suddenly.
I know. I kind of have like a small self-destruct button. Like, it doesn't do. It won't do
delete
much, but
everything.
dude, if I do, a lot of it is like, honestly, a lot of the shit in Weeb Client I can't even patch myself. So I mean, I'm looking at the. So I'm not really sure.
damn!
how they're
So
supposed
the
to do
fucking
it.
sheet dev can't even patch his own client. So
Yeah, no,
okay,
this-
so
yeah,
if you
That's
if
how.
you,
That's actually
Yeah.
how it is for most client devs. Because
That's
genuinely,
fair.
most of them aren't really anti-cheat developers. Most of them
Actually,
are
wait, I'd like to interject. A lot of client devs are also anti-cheat. Like, I'll give an example. For example, most of the guys at Dortware have also devved anti-cheats or are devving anti-cheats right now because
Well, think about the
typically to
actual
make.
owner.
Doogs, think of Doogs.
Well, yeah,
The actual owner.
Yeah, Doogs, the owner of Vape and MMC.
Yeah.
He fucking coded his own bypasses to update the damage sheet. I guess he decided I'm not gonna do that shit anymore because because he doesn't want to fucking do it because what the fuck does the damage sheet do?
The anti,
Um,
it's kind of pointless when your fucking patches to your own bypasses do nothing because people just fucking make their own shit and bypass anyways. It's
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
counterintuitive when you think about it. And then Lunar. This is great. So the Lunar anti-cheats. All right. So Lunar. Here's the tragic tale of Lunar. Okay. So Lunar first comes out. Obviously, its selling point is new mine HQ because everyone was really
It
ogling.
literally
for it.
was
So,
though. So
yeah.
Probably just
By
obsessed with it.
by corporation, sure it was. Right.
yeah.
And people start playing on it, and so it was a bit worse, but it was better than whatever was out then. And then Lunar Client comes out. That's what people were waiting for. That was the big selling point. So the KB was meh, the whole new bullshit, but they had Lunar Client, right? That was the little thing. Then everyone played on Lunar for Lunar Client. And then after a while, Lunar
Yeah.
Client, I believe October 2020, it just kind of disappeared. Okay, so what's the selling point now? Stimpy. And then after that, people stopped playing Lunar as much. Their player count got cut in half. The amount of cheaters increased. But
Yeah.
then my
And it's
client
still decreasing.
exactly, and the client that I made before the Lunar Client thing was originally intended to just bypass Lunar Client, like the anti-cheat client side. When that was gone, I figured, well, I mean, people seem to think the server side anti-cheat has hope, so I decided I'd fucking disable that, and I did. Would you look? And then I made a video about that. So
Plus, y'all got to think about it. There's new clients coming out, like other than Lunar Client, like the PvP fucking lounge.
here's my
Yeah,
opinion
Feather
on
Client.
PvP clients. Okay, they're fucking pointless, and I'll give you one reason why. It's because the way code interacts on computers. This is the main reason that people can basically always cheat on clients is because the way that coding languages are made is, no matter how bad it gets or how obfuscated it is, you'll be able to manipulate it in some dimension. Primarily because, I mean, think about it like this. If there was a way to make it so you couldn't change anything on your computer if a file was on there, wouldn't viruses be really easy?
Yeah.
Because
No,
of
you
that.
would
literally.
exactly.
There wouldn't be no point of
But
running a
but
virus, it just
code
wouldn't work.
is made right. It's a framework in which you can. It may seem really difficult, but you can worm your way around it and change something.
For sure.
And sure, this is good for viruses and whatnot, but this is not very good for a client-side anti-cheat because, I mean, you can fucking change stuff. I mean, it may be easier for some people than others, but the point is that you can do it. It's easily possible if you have a decent knowledge of C++. Take it from me,
or C
and if you
Sharp.
don't. Oh yeah, well C++ is what you use for Lunar, but yeah, C# or C++.
C Sharp is what they use for Windows.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
Objective-C.
so my opinion. Okay, so when it comes to anti-cheats in general, I'm talking like thinking like Vanguard and like VAC and shit.
Oof.
So I'm thinking about those
Vanguard.
like big anti-cheats that like can
The
fucking
reason
access-
that those work is because the entire game is coded around. Like you launch the game
Coded
Yeah,
around
and the
it.
anti
isn't it
yeah.
coded around the anti-cheat?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Minecraft
And
does
also-
not have its own anti-cheat. Lunar
And also,
Client
no.
does.
Yeah.
Riot is
Couldn't Lunar Client?
Riot is also launching from a kernel.
Yeah, but Minecraft.
Yeah.
But you can't go into the like actual Minecraft code because that's against the
It's
thing.
against their.
I
Well,
have
no,
the
couldn't
Minecraft
you-
code. How do you guys
Minecraft
make
is
the
No,
No, how do you-
Minecraft is open source. The reason that server-side anti-cheats work in games is because the game has servers aside. Mojang servers do not host Lunar Client's anti-cheat.
Yeah.
That should be
So-
obvious.
So
Oh yeah.
So my thing is, okay, why can't they code like a client? So okay, so I'm thinking like a trust factor range. So if you have like a high
No.
trust factor and you give them kernel access, then you have a really high trust factor. But if you have like you can have like a
Yeah,
have, like, a
not
medium-
necessarily.
well, okay, you have a medium trust factor if you don't allow kernel
Okay,
access.
okay, all right.
but, like,
Let
that-
me.
Yeah.
Okay, so think about it like this: there are programs, where you could trick that. One thing that comes to mind would be like to trick your trust factor to be like a virtual machine, for example.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's programs that can work on virtual machines that are hosted on a different thing, and then
Fast.
before the virtual, yeah, so you could
Okay.
Yeah.
could give it a kernel access on the VM, and then cheat on your actual M on the VM,
Mhm.
and when they try to screen share you, they'll be screen
Okay.
sharing on a VM, and you just completely. So that's another thing would be you could literally just give it access to a different driver.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way that you bypass Lunar Client is you literally like you open a different handle. I mean, that's how Badware did it. That's how I did it. That's the main way you do it if you want to like
Nice
fly
job,
and shit.
dude.
So
you just leaked what you did.
no, Lunar's anti-cheat isn't. It's obsolete now. It doesn't really matter. But
I mean,
Yeah,
we
no,
also
so
can cut out what he did.
Hmm?
We can cut out his leak what he did.
What did he say?
yeah,
What did he-
I mean,
what
yeah,
did-
you can
I mean,
you
he
can cut out.
said
I don't
what he
mind.
I can keep it in. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to follow like when I'm editing this. Like I'm not gonna be able to follow where it is. And I'm not gonna be able to know exactly what he said. That's going to be able to, I guess, expose what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it should
You,
matter
you
because
can
it's,
you can cut out the kernel handle part if you really want to, but Lunar Client's anti-cheat isn't really fucking relevant anymore. No one uses
I
that.
mean, for
There's
one,
really-
it's not even existing anymore. I mean, of course, it's
Yeah,
irrelevant.
yeah, and also too, I can ensure that that's not going to work exactly on any other anti-cheat because that exploit is specifically made for Alpha Anti-Leak, which is what Lunar used.
Mhm.
So if you don't have AAL, then that exploit just kind of doesn't matter. I mean, I know, I bet I could fucking bypass Feather Client with a different exploit, but that specific one will not work on anything
Mhm.
else other than Lunar because it's meant for Lunar.
Yeah.
So-
So when it comes to Feather Client, what do you think is
Yeah.
going to, how long do you think it's going to take until somebody comes with a bypass for a Feather Client?
Feather Client won't have an anti-cheat.
They won't have an answer.
Oh, it won't have an
answer.
AG?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're smart enough to not go down that path.
Yeah.
Primarily because clients at anti-cheats never fucking work. Not well, at least. I mean, they always get bypassed by someone.
Anti-alpha leak kind of worked well for what it did.
Alpha. Yeah. Honestly, I think the only error with it was the fact that Alpha Anti-Leak was really not a super tight solution for people who knew how to. It was a tight solution for people who would download clients, but if someone knew how to code their own client, like my Weeb client, like with the one or like Badware, then you can easily bypass it. The only problem is if someone does something else.
There was this one, oh, I remember this. There was this one guy who actually exposed how he cheated, and I think he got the season 1 rank 1 or like rank 1 cape. So he got like a
Okay.
special cape for Lunar. And
Yeah.
what
Right.
happened is that he exposed how he cheated. Like he literally had to open it up in Visual Studio, but it could still work. Or no, I think it was IntelliJ. I can't remember, but he was running it through. He was starting it through.
is not an IDE.
He was okay.
program used to fix your code.
Okay. So he used some sort.
Moment.
I can't remember what he used, but he basically
Right.
started it through his own starting it through like the coding, the fucking
Yeah.
coding software. He didn't start.
Yep.
He didn't make it. He didn't compile it or anything. He just started it from there,
Well-
and it worked.
Well, yeah, because on the coding software, it like I guess
Yeah,
in
have a
its
preview
time,
for it, right?
it runs the software in the form of. I mean, the only way you can run it is compiled. So it's like compiled temporarily, I guess you could say. It's interpreting the code.
Yeah.
Because it's not an interpreted language, so it technically kind of has to compile it in a way. Not to mention, having the code open doesn't really make it vulnerable. It's not like searching your fucking computer or reading
Well,
through code. I
yeah.
He
guess.
started it through the actual software. He didn't compile
No,
it into
he
an actual
didn't.
program.
Yeah, I know. He like he started it in intelligent. Yeah, I know. Well, all that's really being monitored is not the code itself. It's the interactions the code has with the client, and if the interactions are, I guess, bypassing,
Valid.
then exactly, yeah, if they're valid, then
There's a way to
they're-
get around it right there. Then
exactly. Yeah,
basically.
Lunar doesn't look at the
So-
code; just looks at the action, because the actions are what it has to look at.
Uh-huh.
If those
Yeah.
check out, then fine.
If people who coded like client-side answer sheets actually knew what they were doing, it'd actually be good.
I'm gonna be honest here. Anyone who knows what they're doing will know that a client-side anti-cheat is a solution. Server side will always be the
Right.
best solution.
Right.
If you look at the server with the least cheaters, servers back, before,
Bad Lion was like had the least amount of cheaters.
back in the yeah, I'd say bad. Yeah, G is a pretty big thing, and then after that it was My Men Club. My Men Club for
gave up.
quite a long time. Yeah, and then 2018 they kind of fell off anti-cheat wise.
Yeah.
Mine HQ 2018 for a while, but there was people who figured out how to cheat. Not as much as Ring Zero, but there are still people who figured out how to cheat, but but not as much. After that, I think MMC in after Mine HQ, MMC was still good. I mean, not that good, but it was still the best, just not relatively good. But yeah, after that, I'd say PvP Land was the best for a while.
On that
And
topic,
then
who do you
Potion
think has
fell
the best
off
anti
then.
cheat?
Yeah, and then Potion Land was the best. I mean, for the record, I've bypassed basically every server I said after my HQ 2018. I've bypassed before, but yeah. So MMC, PvP Land, and then Potion Land was the best for a while. Then PvP Land kind of made the reach check good, and then yeah. So it was kind of like a back and forth. But
do you think? Okay, wait. Do you think that it's a lost cause now to actually be able to stop cheaters at this point?
no, I don't think it's a lost cause. For example,
It's an uphill battle. Literally.
Yeah,
it's an uphill battle, but the thing is that the battle isn't okay. I think
Can't really
people
win it.
I think people are very afraid to really think about to define cheating. Because for example, I consider butterflying to at least be an exploit because not everyone can do it. It's double clicking and it's technically a cheat.
Well, everybody can do it, but not everybody can do it at the same amount of speed.
Okay, well everybody can
yeah.
buy can buy an autoclicker, but only some people can use it as well. Only some people can exploit the advantage is basically what you're saying. It's like
True.
I play worse with an autoclicker, but there's people who play better with it. But it's still an advantage. It's like butterflying, some people can butterfly better or worse. But the point is that you're getting higher CPS, and some people can make an advantage out of that. And what you're making out of that CPS is not, you're not putting in every click. You're kind of screwing with it a bit. So I consider, and if it sets off an anti-cheat, and keep in mind, an anti-cheat is not me. It's not a person. It's impartial. An anti-cheat interprets that as cheat. There's reasons it sets off so many auto-clicker checks. It's because effectively it is an auto-clicker. There's a reason that an anti-cheat actually, it's not because the anti-cheat is discriminating. It's just interpreting the clicks. It says auto-clicker, and if it sets off those patterns, then it's a cheat. Because the anti-cheat scans a raw advantage, and if it provides a raw advantage past logic, then it's cheating.
Is there any way to stop that from being detected as a autoclicker? Because if someone's butterflying, can't servers make say, oh, this person's maybe butterflying? Can they screen share them and say, oh wait, they're not, but they're just butterflying, and let them move on?
You could screen share, but I think that butterflying is one of the most ridiculous trends that rose out of PvP. Because if you go back to say 2016, I want to say 2017. You could get caught butterfly clicking and banned. They'd see your butt and they'd ban you because it was a cheat. It was considered a cheat because you'd get 20 CPS with no effort. And it's not clever because we've known mouses have double clicked since the 1990s. This is not a revelation.
So
this is just exploiting it.
So my problem is with actually being able to say oh, butterflies are cheating. I physically cannot jitter. So could that technically be considered jittering? That can be considered a actual fucking cheat because not everybody can fucking jitter. I mean, where do you draw the line? Because I mean, people were even saying Optifine's a cheat, but I think everybody can draw the line, or hardware's a cheat, but you can easily draw the line there because everybody can access it.
Wouldn't that theoretically still be another thing about?
Okay, well, I'm gonna go. So first of all, Optifine Optifine does not extend past game mechanics. It's your computer functioning how it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Hardware is an involuntary advantage. Not to mention the fact that it's not really an advantage at all. Oh, it's an advantage. It's not an unfair advantage though. It's hardware. It's once again your computer functioning how it
That's
should.
like
Butterfly
free
clicking.
Then
Yeah, and here's the butterfly clicking is you choosing. Number one, it's not involuntary. It's you choosing. Number two, it's not your mouse functioning how it's supposed to. You're making your mouse not function how it's supposed to. And number three, it's not operating by normal game mechanics like Optifine say. It's adding, or not adding. It's exploiting mechanics. It's
okay.
not.
If you say butterflying is you're doing it by your choice, can you choose the jitter as well? Because like technically by that logic, jittering should be considered a cheat because not everybody like myself cannot cheat. Cannot jitter. Like I physically cannot jitter. So I don't know.
Well, I'm not saying things that people can and can't do are cheats. That's what's called a fair advantage, right? No, what I'm saying is if you're moving your finger down. The definition of a click is not moving your finger and getting an amount above 1. You click and you get 1 click, right? Yeah. Jittering is not considered a cheat because no one can do it. It's not considered a cheat, period, because every single hit of your finger, you're getting 1 click from that, right? Butterflying takes little to no effort, and it exploits something in a mouse that is known as a glitch, like I said, for years, right? And people still continue to do it with the it's not like, oh, my bad. No, it's literally you're like, you're butterflying. You're it's a specific position. You're intending to get that glitch, right? If you can't jitter click, then you're not purposefully not. And if you are jitter clicking, then you can. It's not like you're exploiting a glitch, and not everyone can do it. But the reason that not everyone can do it is not because their mouses are different. It's because that their fingers are different. That's an intrinsic advantage. Yeah. That's a fair advantage. Butterfly clicking, what separates can and can't in butterflying is whether or not you have a mouse that can double click. What separates can and can't in jitter clicking is, I guess you could say, skill. If your fingers are able to do that. That's ability. That's a fair advantage. Sure, not everyone can do it, but it's fair because it's an ability that is in your hand.
Well, it's actually not a part of your hand, really. It's actually a part of your arm and forearm.
Your arm, okay, well, whatever. Okay, arm, hand, finger, it doesn't matter. It's part of your body. It's a physical advantage. It's not mechanical, like in your mouse.
All right. But so we're saying like, okay, it's a physical advantage. I'm not gonna make any references to anything, no, because like if I do, it's gonna get way too wrong at that point. But really? I kind of get it. I like wrong. I would totally go into so many things that would probably get this video blacklisted from the internet. Okay, that's why. That's why. So I'll talk to it in private. I'll talk to you in private. Okay. We'll do it off camera. We won't talk about it here.
All right. Hey, look,
personally, I think jitter clicking is like also technically a cheat because some people just can't do it.
No, well, here's the thing. Being good at math is technically being good at math is technically cheating because not everyone can do it. But using a calculator is cheating. Doing math well.
Because math, the reason why it's not considered cheating is because the reason why is because everybody can learn math. I don't care if you're stupid. You just need a good teacher and learn it yourself. Put in that fucking work.
No, let me say with jittering, right? And this is actually kind of a literal example, but what separates how good people are at jittering, how fast, it's not a cheat because what separates is literally how fast your fingers can vibrate, not what different mouse you have. It's
So you're saying like physical advantage is like not really that bad, but a mechanical
physical advantage is
really bad.
Yeah, because you can buy your way into it. Anyone can do it, and it provides an advantage that exploits mechanics of the game or a mouse or whatever. That's a cheat.
If you're saying you can buy your way into it, couldn't you just say hardware? I'm going to catch you at every point.
Sure.
If you're saying that you can buy into being able to double click, can't you just buy into getting better hardware? Not everybody can afford shit. So like, it's my problem.
Wait.
That's a line drawn right there, bud.
No. I'll tell you why hardware makes the game function better. Hardware, you're not adding a mechanic, you're not exploiting a given mechanic. Hardware is just the computer running how it's supposed to. Butterfly clicking is exploiting a bug in a mouse because you want to get more clicks in. You're double clicking. You're getting 2 inputs for 1 input. But double clicking is not built in a mouse on purpose, and it's certainly not meant to. Okay, if it were, then
when you pick up a mouse like Jeeper Wireless, you can literally just pick it up and like it's brand new. You can start double clicking.
Because it's a glitch.
Like that.
I feel like the
It's
line
just
is
poor design
really.
in mice. Then
I
at
feel
that
like the
point.
line is just
Yeah,
really
exactly.
blurry. The
It's
line.
the same with Model
The
O,
line,
too.
okay,
It's
the
just poor
line is not.
design.
People want the line to be blurry so they can butterfly click, but the line is quite simple. It's literally just mechanical advantage. You're taking advantage of an exploit, right?
Mhm.
Jitter clicking is not okay. I'm gonna go through every point. Okay, jitter clicking, right? Jitter clicking is not cheating because the advantage it's comparable to math because jitter clicking is not cheating because it's how fast your fingers move, right? That
Mhm.
separates
Yeah,
it. Math is
yeah.
not cheating because it's how fast your brain moves. It's a similar thing. It's just it's a physical advantage in your body, right?
Well, that's
Now butterfly. Oh wait, butterfly clicking to jittering could be equivalent to say calculators to doing math in your head. Right, it's a mechanical advantage. And sure, everyone can pick up a calculator, but then you're not really doing all the math. You're not really doing all the clicking, right? If something's doing it for you, and sure, not everyone can get a calculator. And then you could say, oh well, hardware, oh well, education, right? But that's not. But that's you learning math how it was intended to be learned. That's you playing Minecraft how it was intended to be played. That's you clicking the mouse how it was intended to be clicked. Right, but then butterfly clicking is like using a calculator when you're not supposed to, using a calculator when another guy is doing it in his head. That is not the game functioning how it's supposed to. That not only is the game and the mouse functioning unlike how it's supposed to, but it's also exploiting a glitch to get a better outcome that you're willing to work half as much for that another guy has to jitter to get. And jittering can be done on any mouse, whereas butterflying can be done not on a better mouse, but on a mouse with the exploit, and that could be better or worse.
All right. I kind of get it, but I just still feel like the line is. I'm not trying to offend butterfly clicking.
That's fair.
I have my opinion that say the line is very blurry. It can't really say jittering or butterfly clicking or whatever fucking clicking you're using.
I'm not. Yeah, I understand that if I elaborate too much, I'm gonna piss off like every kid that butterfly clicks. But I'd say there's a fairly obvious line. But if people don't want to say the line is there, then fine, draw it yourself. But there's a reason anti-cheats say you're cheating when you're butterflying. So.
Because I can only normal click, so my line is drawn like where you come.
I click 9. I click 9 CPS, and I've beaten people who click like 20. It's not a CPS thing.
Yeah.
Although, wait, I want to say about if you'd like, we could go to the topic of servers because that's a very juicy topic. Not just anti-cheats, but generally just the way PvP is.
I mean, we can say that. We should probably save that for the next episode, actually. Because
actually, yeah, sure. Why not?
Because we should probably juice out these topics
and you can come up with a fat list of
shit,
Senpaiii.
Yeah, I would love you on the podcast again. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, sure. I'd gladly come back here. Yeah, it's a
Like we're actually just here to conversate about Minecraft PvP and Minecraft PvP.
No, yeah. I'd guess like a lot of people, come to fucking just be boring or be a seller or like, oh, join my server. I'm literally here to rant. I am here to educate.
That's the point of this, though.
I'm here in the name of science.
The point of this is to hold a conversation about the Minecraft PvP.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I can hold a conversation about anything for hours. I can just rant if you want me to.
I thank the Lord for you, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
all right.
I think we've talked about a lot of stuff.
I think we could end up closing off this episode actually. I've got an hour 55. I can cut that down to like an hour probably. Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, because half of the stuff about us just being dumb can get cut out of there.
Yeah, it's gonna literally get cut out.
So what's the next episode going to be like next week?
Yeah.
Really want to.
I mean,
how's your schedule episode wise? How do you do it?
We do it every week, but we can move it on to every other week because I mean, some of us also have like lives, and some of us also.
Oh yeah.
And some of us.
No, I too have one. That's why I asked.
And I also was going to bring up the proposition of having it just being like every other week because I also have other content I want to create. I don't want to just be creating MCPVP podcasts and I want to be editing this entire week. And I also have school. So I'm trying to figure out a time and I'm also trying to do other things in real life. So I don't want to have to record this every single fucking week. So I mean
I could
record. Wait, what's your if you don't mind saying, what's your time zone?
Central.
So what? So I'm EST. That puts you 2 hours behind me, right?
No, 1 hour. Mountain would be 2 hours.
Yeah, all right. Central. So 1 hour behind me. All right. So we both. Okay, so EST. A lot of people are EST. So I'd say if you're within 1 hour or within nothing of the majority of your, then I'd say you could you could probably find a schedule that coincides with most people's times.
Mm.
And they're also aired, right? Like you'll end up uploading them as videos too, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be edited, and I have to find time to edit them, and I have to find time to upload them. So it's like I'm gonna have to push this. I'm gonna have to decide to push this. I think Duziy should also agree to this. Like, that we should push this off and push it into like more, not every week, because if we do it every week, we're probably gonna run out of topics. So
You know you do. You
Like
can do
I
like
said, I was gonna say like sometime like some weekends we can just have like a random talking about random bullshit. It doesn't even have to be like related
I was
to
gonna
the actual topics.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, I was gonna okay. So I was gonna say it could be an MCPVP like occasionally MCPVP podcast, but it could be MCPVP like in the community, but it doesn't necessarily have to be about Minecraft.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's what
So
because
just-
I'm
That's
big
what I
on.
was
I can talk about like anything. Minecraft. I mean Minecraft PvP in my opinion is one of the less steep topics. There's there's bigger things to talk about. And
well, we can
that's
always
cool.
change the channel name and everything. We can always change it over into like being the other podcast. Like it's
Sure.
like
It's
like,
got
we
a
can just call
future.
it. Yeah, it's like thinking about it now is like, yeah, it's probably the podcast is probably gonna run out of ideas. So
Yeah.
we're probably going to Duziy, if you want to agree to this, we could probably
I'm fine with because like we can just do like a more vague podcast too.
Yeah,
but having
like
Minecraft be like one of the more focused.
Yeah,
ones.
you could keep it MCPVP for now, but maybe later on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be the season 2.
Or we can keep it like this and just have specials, just like for the random shit.
Yeah, it could be like a season
Don't gotta
2.
change this.
Like I'm
Yeah.
thinking about like eventually going over to a season 2. So
Mm-hmm.
so then we can move over to that, and then we start doing other things other than Minecraft PvP.
Or
Maybe Valorant. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, we could talk about anything really. If we're going to have a season 2.
Valorant's okay, but
But if at the first we're just gonna talk about Minecraft PvP, we're just gonna later on talk about other things.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
So-
we can just fucking segue in other topics.
Yeah, like we can start expanding this.
we
out.
can have 2 separate things.
2 separate
what else?
podcasts. Ooh, I don't want to.
No. Same thing. So like we got this shit we doing right now, right? And then like so like we haven't named like how it is, right? Whatever the
We
fuck
should
we had it
probably change the name over to some other to another name too, because it kind of just restricts us to just MCPVP. So like we can have like playlists of like talking about different things in like gaming in general.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like we can like eventually like we'll decide on it later though.
Mhm. Just start
Anyway, I
tinking
think
it over.
we should probably just do the outro now.
All right.
all right.
All right. This has been the MCPVP podcast. If you enjoyed, please subscribe and hit the like button. I have been ZincoDrone,
And Duziy.
and we've been joined by many other people here, and we should be expecting to have another episode out soon. Next time we'll be talking about many other things. Stay tuned. Bye bye.